Hey guys, welcome back. It's a very ordinary day outside, so I thought I'd come into the garage and pour up a glass of my latest brew, the sour Black IPA, and show that to you and just try and describe what's coming from the beer and aroma and flavour. But before we start, let's do a quick shout out to brewshop.co.nz. They're based down in Hamilton. They had a competition to win some hoodies, and luckily enough I won this one. So yes, it's nice and warm actually, especially sitting here in the garage. So thank you Brew Shop for the hoodie, it's very much appreciated. We'll carry on to the beer now. So there it is. It's only been in the keg for a few days, about 3 days, so probably could benefit from a little bit more carving up, but I was pretty keen to show it off to you guys. So it's poured up a beautiful jet black colour, which I'm really pleased about. The head dies down quite quickly, but it does hold a nice ring of head, sort of a mocha beige sort of colour, which yeah, very happy with the appearance of it. Before we dive in, I'll quickly just go through the ingredients. So what I've done is I've taken one of my old Black IPA recipes and effectively soured it up. I had a beer from 8 Wired called Cosmic Chaos, which is a sour Black IPA, and that was my inspiration for this beer. But I didn't have anything to go on as far as what they did in their beer, so I thought just taking one of my Black IPAs and souring it up would probably be the best way to approach this style. So the bulk of the ingredients is made up of Gladfield Ale Malt, and it's also got some Munich, some medium crystal, dark chocolate, and then some black patent malt. It's hot with US Cascade, 100 grams. This is for a half batch at the end of boil as a whirlpool, also to get my bitterness. And then I've added blueberry and black currant tea. So it's basically dried fruit in a tea form. I added that at the end of boil along with the hops. And then the other big thing obviously is the souring. So I used for the first time the Philly sour yeast. Shout out to I00gms Homebrew, who gave me a free packet of the yeast to try out. So good opportunity. So yeah, packet of the Philly sour, fermented at 24 degrees or around 24 degrees for 11 days, keg for 3, came out at 5.25, final gravity was 1012, and this is the end result. So yeah, very nice appearance as I said before, so we'll get a nose on it. Hope you guys are all going well, your week's ticking along and you're looking forward to the weekend. Well, straight up, I've tried to let the glass warm up a little bit. So straight up I'm getting that sourness on the nose, and then I'm also getting the malt coming through, the sort of smooth roasted malt flavour, some nice smooth chocolate aroma, bit of coffee, and then next up I'm getting that dark berry from the dried fruit tea, which is really nice, and then picking up sort of hints of the citrus from the US Cascade, but not a huge amount. So yeah, the aroma is really good, happy with that. Smells inviting, which is good. A big part of drinking beer is the aroma. If the aroma is attractive and inviting, then obviously you're going to want to dive in and drink the beer. So cheers guys, we'll go in and get a couple of mouthfuls. Just go for one more. Be rude not to. Oh, that's nice. Everything the aroma promised, the flavour has delivered. Just getting obviously more of the sourness on the flavour than you would on the aroma. It's pretty sour, but it's not mouth puckeringly sour. You know, I'm not wanting to screw my face up. I believe the hopefully gets down to into the low 3s as far as pH, maybe 3.3. I might pop it on the screen. But yeah, the sourness is a real good level. We're happy with that. And then along with that, I'm getting some real nice hits of the malts. Once again, the chocolate. Yeah, a little bit of coffee, roasted character. But I tend to make my black IPAs with like what I call a smooth roast profile, as opposed to, you know, stout's got the roasted barley and you get a much more, I'll say, harsher malt or roasted malt character, but this is definitely a smooth roasted malt character. Let's see if we can pick up the blueberry blackcurrant flavour from the dried fruit is really coming through really well. So I used about 50 grams or 20 bags of dried fruit tea. So if you were doing a full batch, you'd want to be doubling that up, but it's a real good level. It's the level that I used, or the quantity I used in my stock standard black IPA with the dried fruit tea. So I knew it was going to, you know, I just kept it the same. See if we can pick up that US Cascade. Yeah, there's definitely hints of citrus. It's sort of mixing in with the sourness a little bit. So sour, citrus is sort of blending in, sort of separately from the roasted malt flavors and the dark berry flavors. But all in all, everything works really well together. Yeah, I think dark beers, chocolate, coffee, dark berry, and citrus all work really well. And then the sourness, yeah, I really like the combination. I think, yeah, I like the Cosmic Chaos that 8 Wire did, so I'm very happy with how the two things work together, the sourness and the black IPA. I'm very, very happy with that. Pretty balanced. So like I said before, it's sour, but it's not mouth-puckeringly sour. So I think if the sourness was a lot more, it might detract from everything else, but it doesn't. And it's very drinkable, 5.25%. You know, if I finish this off, I'd be quite happy to have another glass. And I don't think I could say that about a lot of sour beers. You know, I love sour beers, but often one glass is enough. You don't want to be going back for a second of the same beer because it's pretty hard on your palate. So yeah, I think that's everything. So sorry, 8 minutes. I've sort of been banging on a little bit long about the beer. Not sure what else to tell you, apart from I'm very happy, you know, for a first attempt at it. I'm glad it's turned out very drinkable. I was worried I'd end up with a sour black IPA sort of mess that I would sort of be screwing my face up when I was drinking it and really struggling to get through it, and you know, and ultimately didn't want to end up tipping it away. So I'm very happy to say that I'm more than happy with that, and more than happy to drink it, and I look forward to having another glass. So happy days. I think that's it. So yeah, I'll put links to the recipe basics and also the brew day footage if you've got any questions. Just sing out, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you in the next video, whatever that may be. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. I do appreciate the support. Take care, and catch you next time. Over and out. Cheers.